Michael is one of the most popular Minecraft mobs in the world right now. But the problem is that he has the AI of a hostile pig. So I fixed that. Before I actually show you how I made Michael and what I've added to Michael to make him new, first I want to make a small to-do list to actually, you know, give me some perspective and keep me grounded so I don't, overscope or anything. First thing I want to do is actually make Michael have basic pathfinding, like he'll move towards the player and other mobs, I guess, that I'll get into later. And I also want him, it's a bit unorthodox, but I also want him to have a GUI, a custom GUI that I'll build myself. Uh, it'll be based off of the horse GUI. So I'll base it off of the horse GUI. It won't be as great as the horse GUI is because it's a plugin. Well, I'm making a plugin, so I can't really add or inject code into Minecraft, but it'll be functional. And it will also have so this GUI will be able to place in armor, weapons, and other stuff that I'll get into later again. And it'll also display the health of Michael. And the reason I want this is that according to the Dream SMP fandom page on Michael, Ranboo is a father of Michael. Ranboo wants Michael to have armor, and you can drop, you can drop like armor and stuff, but you can't really swap them out. So that's kind of an inconvenience, and I also want some other features when it comes to armor. So I'm gonna make my own custom inventory, I guess. So now I'm actually done with making the AI. Let me just spawn in Michael so you can see him. That this command is just like temporary and stuff. It's a placeholder type thing. But yeah, as you can see, this is Michael. He has his name and he looks exactly the same. Just a normal baby zombified piglin. He has half a skull and a blind eye, which is a bit weird. But let me just show you what I've made. So if I change my game mode to, oh, that's not the right spelling. If I change my game mode to survival, you will actually see that Michael follows me, and he doesn't follow his parents solely. And I have a pretty reasonable explanation for this. It's actually the fact that, as I mentioned earlier, he has a blind eye and half a skull, and he's also a baby zombie pig that's a humanoid for some reason. So yeah, I think it's pretty self-explanatory for the fact that he follows any player. But he doesn't make, like, he also makes another mistake that's, like I mentioned earlier, he will follow other creatures. You can probably see how I'm gonna go with this. So if I just type in Enderman, he will actually follow the Enderman. Oh, he is out of range. Never mind, he's back. So if you haven't already figured it out already, which it's pretty self-explanatory here again, but one of the dads or one of the fathers of Ranboo, like I mentioned earlier, Ranboo is his father. He's actually half Enderman, so you can see why Michael will get a little bit confused. But he's not that stupid to actually confuse a, I don't know, 8 feet person to a 2 foot player. So he will prioritize moving towards players rather than Enderman. So if I just change myself back to creative, he won't be able to see me. So now I think I'll code in the GUI that I mentioned earlier. It should be pretty cool. And I'll also show what is something small that I've made. So now I'm actually done with the GUI. It doesn't look like, it doesn't look that great because it's vanilla Minecraft at the end of the day. So if I right click Michael, you will actually see that it opens Michael's inventory. It doesn't look that great, like I said before. There's gray stained glass and there's some bland inventory spaces. And here you can see the health. But where did Michael go? He went here. Okay. So you'll be over here. You'll place the weapon over here. You'll place the thing in the offhand. So like a totem of undying or shield. You can place totems of undying here as well, kind of like a respawn source. I don't know. And here you would place your armor, and this displays the health as I said before. So if I get like full netherite, you'll be able to see the, oh, my server's lagging behind. So now yeah, my server probably just crashed or something. So now if I right click Michael, you'll see that Michael's inventory is displayed here like I said before. And if I place in the armor pieces, so if I place it like this, it can be in any order to be honest, but I just like it to be like this. you might be able to see from, outside of the inventory that yeah, he's equipped. You can see him holding a small netherite axe, a small shield. It's that normal size, I have no idea. And you see he's decked out in full netherite. And you can see that this actually works. So if I TP him here, and I can TP him by just TPing all on the 5 piglins. It's inconvenient, but yeah, it works. You'll see that he takes some damage, but he doesn't die. He only takes about 2.5 hearts, like no, 1.5 hearts of damage. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But the thing that I mentioned earlier, like about him having something else, is actually hats. So if I get like you know, if I get an ender pearl and I actually make him wear it, you'll see that he actually wears it, and it's a small but pretty cool thing to actually have. If I get an eye of ender or even like a flower or something, I'll also get like flowers for him to hold instead. So if I get a poppy, he'll actually wear this stuff. If I remove this and make him wear this, or instead of him wearing that, I just make him wear that and make him hold this. It's actually pretty cool. And yeah, that's about it for the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps out a lot since the first video.